What's up, YouTube? This is Morgan, also known as Jew, and at the beginning of the week, I'm going to be doing predictions for the upcoming game that will be Georgia Tech versus number 24 Pitt at Pittsburgh at Heinz Field. This will be Georgia Tech's first game without former head coach Jeff Collins and interim head coach Brent Key taking the lead. So without further ado, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen in the game. So I'll give a score prediction, and we'll go from there. All right, let's get into it. With this being first game without head coach, for our former head coach, thank God, Jeff Collins, it will be a huge statement win and possibly a resume showing if Brent Key can manage to win this game. Do I think it is likely? Absolutely not. It all requires on the play of Jeff Sims as well as the play calling and play design from Chip Long. I believe that they should not be using McDuffie, and they should be using strictly Hassan Hall and Dante Smith as running backs and involve Jeff Sims' run game a little bit more, as that has been evidently shown it leads to more offense as shown by last year. Even in the games where Jahmyr Gibbs wasn't really present, the legs of Jeff Sims and Dante Smith showed that the run game is the strongest part of Georgia Tech's offense. Now, Jeff Sims has become a very good passer. He just needs the time, and his offensive line does not give him the time to be able to pass. So if we can see 1 to 2 progressions looked through, maybe at most 3, and then Jeff Sims using his most valuable asset being his legs to scramble, I believe that would be a huge keys to success, as well as game plan against the run. This is a very run-heavy team. Keaton Slovis is a very gifted passer, but his stats do not show it this season, as he only has 692 yards for 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. The run game is the strongest part of Pitt's offense, and the run defense is what Georgia Tech has struggled with the most, as they allow over 200 yards per game on the ground. They're allowing teams to run for an average of 209.5 yards per game this season, which ranks them 100th in all of college football, or at least in terms of Division I college football and FBS. And they are allowing 32 points per game through their first 4 games. Now, Pittsburgh is 3-1. Their wins are against Rhode Island, West Virginia, and Western Michigan. That's right. So, not 3 huge games, but they also only had a 7-point loss to now number 8 Tennessee by 7 points. So they are a very strong team, but most of their strength is in the run game. So I believe that if Tech can hold off the run game slightly, not even just entirely, I know it would be tough to do it entirely. Andrew Thacker's not great at that. I don't think Andrew Thacker should be our defensive coordinator moving forward, but that's too much money to spend this season alone. I believe they'll look for a new one after the season is concluded, but that's just that. So going in, my final score prediction for this game is going to be 38-14. No, I'll give it 38-17 Pittsburgh. I believe that Tech just has too much going on right now with Todd Stansbury finally being fired, as well as Jeff Collins, for them to truly produce on the field. And I believe Pitt is a much more sustained program, as well as are starting to build a reputation as a good team for them to blow an easy home game like this to Georgia Tech. Now, do I think that Georgia Tech have an upset possibility? No, absolutely not. If it has to be an absolute perfect storm of they are stopping the run very well, Keaton Slovis looks off, and Jeff Sims has to play a more aggressive run game. Now, that's all I'm going to have for my thoughts on this video. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to include or what I missed in future videos. Please like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications. There's going to be a lot of Georgia Tech content. This will be a primarily Georgia Tech channel. I'm not trying to make it like that. It just will be. It's just very easy for me. But other than that, I'm going to be out. Peace.